What is on the up, everybody? Back here today for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we have got here the brand new information for Bojack. I was not expecting this to drop tonight. I saw the truth predicted it was going to drop for tonight, and it's just such a weird night because I usually like to drop these on the weekends or Mondays and around like the start of the week sort of area. But we're getting this right in slap bam in the middle of the week. I don't know why we're getting it tonight, but I have a little bit of a prediction. It could be because we are getting legend stuff later on, and maybe they want to release this guy so he doesn't basically steal any of like the attention away like tomorrow or the next day away from like UI, Goku, and Jiren on Legends. I will be doing a video, of course, reacting to the whole video and stuff, in like all the stuff that will get announced in terms of characters and maybe new game modes and things like that. I will be doing a I was going to say a live stream, just the video on that later on. But for now, we got to react to Bojack, I guess. So I'm actually pretty excited for Bojack because it does imply that we're getting a Gohan soon. And obviously, I'm a Gohan fanboy. I would love to get, you know, a new Gohan just at any point in any time. I just love Gohan. So without further ado, we'll get in the Bojack. I hope he's really good, and I hope his animations are really good. This is the first really good animation, like I'm hoping it is like the first really good animated unit in a while since we got Heroes. So it's been like almost a month since we got brand new like well animated units. So let's have a little look. And obviously there's a Zangief banner unit, which I'm assuming is the first super attack. Okay, that looks nice. Oh, that's like the thing they do, like these invisible like string things that like sap your energy. That looks sick. Definitely. That actually looks really good for a just like a banner card. Okay. I love this location that they fight in. I don't know what it's called, but it just looks sick. I like him interacting with the environment there. Yeah. That close up was nice. Nothing too amazing, but it obviously looks really good. But it's nothing like mind blowing in terms of the stuff happening. Alright, so it is an active skill. Okay. I was hoping that I would interact with Zangief in some way and killing her, but that shot obviously looks amazing right there. He looks like Android 13 for a second there. Okay, big blast time. Okay, and that's it. Okay, that looked pretty good. I'm gonna mute that while we play it again. But I need to actually turn the music back on so for like the thing, so you guys can keep watching that. While I unmute the music, should be back now. Just for background music, but they definitely do look really good. I think Zangief's super attack looks actually really, really good for a summonable banner unit. It actually went for like a decently long time. There's some really good close-ups, and the sprite looks like really HD. But obviously, I think the reason that I'm not super amazed with these super attacks mainly is because the sprite is so heavily involved with like the characters, right? And like right, no, like wait, I want to get that punch. Like it looks okay, but like that, look at that, and then compare it to that. It just doesn't look nearly as good. And he's interacting with like, look, you can see the sprite so much, and I feel like that just takes away when that sprite's falling through the building right there. Like it's like that little like thing, and doesn't look amazing. But Bojack himself and his actions look really good. That close up there, and then the close up later on, right here, like we're in. I don't know, we missed it. Like, oh, come on, yeah, like that one looks really good as well. Oh, I'm into that, but I guess we'll just take a look at what he does. Obviously, shout out for Dokkan Official for just like posting all this stuff, obviously, because they're Dokkan. And then here's their arts if you didn't get a good look at them in the video. And obviously, shout outs to Goresh, who has the translations and always does have the translations here. And hopefully they do look good. And let's just have a read. So, Space Traveling Warriors and Time Travelers. Okay, so Time Travelers is getting a full-on category, new category leader instead of just like the old one. It's weird how he's 150 because I think Goku Black's 150. I was really expecting them to do 170, 130, but that's fine. And the new Space Traveling Warriors is 170 key 3. I'm assuming that will include Frieza, the Bojack squad, obviously, and I think that's. I can't really think of too many other like characters that it would include. Maybe we might get Moro when we eventually get a Moro in the game, and maybe it could include like the Saiyans as well from like the Saiyan Saga, like Vegeta and Nappa and stuff like that. But nothing comes to my mind immediately is like this unit's going to be like a based on it. Maybe Cooler might be on here, which is obviously a bonus, so that's good. Razor taking defense for one turn, and cause immense damage at your current level, power level. You have never defeat us no matter how hard you try, is the quote for that. Universe's Hooligan. Oh no, I didn't actually read his title, sorry. Bojack, Lord of Slaughter is his like full title. So his passive is, he's STR. Oh, he's STR. Of course he's STR. So STR is probably the best extreme typing at this point before even reading his passive. Universe's Hooligan, attacking defense is 100%. Space Traveling Warriors category, key allies, key +2, attacking defense was 30% when there is one or more enemies, and grants an additional attacking defense when there are 2 or more enemies. So he's a support unit for his new category, and basically at all points in time you will have this attacking defense here, multiplying into his base attacking defense as well as the support attacking defense. So he's looking at key +2, 140, basically at all times. But he will get an additional attack +10% when... Wait. Oh, so yeah, no, sorry, I misread that. The supporting ability is at all times basically, and then the attacking, he gets an extra attacking defense +10%, and then an additional attacking defense was 10% when there's 2 or more enemies, and then 3 or more enemies. Seems pretty good. He'll have like 150 attacking defense with the support. That's fine. Or I think this guy might include Tailors in his new category, which is amazing because obviously, if this guy is probably on Terrifying Conquerors, which I just read down here, he is. Obviously they're going to work really well together on Extreme STR and things like that. So his transformation is just Cold Transformation. Able to use once 4 turns have elapsed from the start of battle, and there is 1 enemy. Okay, I guess that makes sense because everybody's basically been taken out except Gohan in the movie at that point. Vegeta and Piccolo are all down, so it does make sense. Let the slaughter show begin. Okay. Link's Heraclan, which is a pretty bad link, but there's no surprise that he's going to get it. I actually have it pulled up here to look at in a second. Galactic Warrior, big bad bosses, that's obviously amazing. Thirst for Conquest, Coward, that's annoying. Coward isn't a good link either, really. Revival is okay, and Fist Battle is pretty good. Obviously he was going to link extremely well with the other Bojack, because he has good links in terms of what they do, but not very common links in terms of stuff like Heraclan, Galactic Warrior, and Coward, and Revival. So I think obviously linking him up with the old LR Bojack will be the best linking partner for him, with maybe the Extreme STR LR Tailors on the same rotation. I feel like it would be a really good rotation for this guy. But moving on to his transform state, which is obviously going to be seeing a lot because 4 turns of 1 enemy is pretty common. Not obviously in more difficult modes, but definitely in like the Infinite Dragon Ball History Goku events style events. Full power Bojack. That's a super attack. Grand Smasher, raise attack, so he indefinitely raises attack and doesn't raise defense anymore. That's interesting. I'll take it. I take it you've learned your place a bit, right? And that's a weird quote, but unmatched in the universe, key +3, attacking defense was 180%. And initially, just right off the bat, that's really good, especially on his 170% leader skill. Perform an additional attack, there's a medium chance to become a super attack. This guy seems like cooler. This guy, that initial part is legit just cooler, STR coolest passive. Gain additional attack +30% and defense +15% when collecting 3 or more key spheres, and an additional attack +30% and defense +15% when collecting 6 or more key spheres. So this guy is pretty, and his links don't change. This guy's pretty simple in terms of what he does. You just need to get 6 key spheres to activate his full passive, and he basically just gets attack and defense and things such as that. He seems very similar to Android 13 to me, which makes sense because this guy's filling in the same time slot and is also a movie boss. He just seems like a better version of him to me, because I believe Android 13 only just has like high attack and defense, and then he gets like criticals against target Goku, but this guy actually has some additional super attacks and then a lot of additional attack and defense. So he will be getting an extra 60% attack and defense from this collecting key sphere stuff, which will multiply into his 180. So it's going to be looking at around 270, even though that's not obviously what 60 plus 180 is like in math, but because of how it multiplies in, that's what it'll be looking like. And his defense will probably be looking around 210%. I wish he did raise defense still on his super attack. It makes sense that he's an active skill because he's a very good support unit for his category. 2 key and 30% attack and defense is really good. So he does seem very interesting and just another good addition for Extreme STR, especially if Turlers and like the Smasher core are on his category. He'll be really well working with them pre-transformation. So on to Zangya now. Oh, need to go to the other one. Sorry about that barking in the back. Zangya Evil Binding. So is that right? Is that bidding or I feel like that's maybe a mistype, but okay, let's just say Evil Bidding for now. And she is Extreme Tech, which is obviously good because Extreme Tech always needs new characters. She lowers attack and defense just permanently. Obviously, it goes away after like a few turns, but you know what I mean. She is like a what do they call them? Like semi-leader for space traveling warriors. Their passive is Galactic Warriors Loyalty. Attack and defense is 30% per space. Oh, so Bojack is like basically cooler. The reason I say this is, if you didn't know, when Cooler did come out, he dropped with Salsa or Thousa, however you want to say it, and his passive is basically based around how many allies you have that are in the Terrifying Conquerors category. I actually should be able to access it in a second there on my phone, but basically he gets all of these passive depending on how many allies you have in terms of attack and defense. So it looks like there's a very similar thing here with the new category, and depending on this category seems to be pretty small, so she must, I don't know why they made it that. If it was time travels, it would be more understandable. Oh, what just happened there? That was weird. She performs an additional attack as a medium chance to become super attack, if there is a character whose name includes Bojack attacking in the same turn. This is also very similar to Thousa, I believe he has 3 additional attacks that have like a low chance to become a super or something like that when attacking with a cooler, I'm pretty sure. And she also gets attacked enemies attack and defense bonus 20%, which is pretty good, especially in Extreme Super Battle Road, Extreme Tech. That will help out a lot just to have a debuffer like floating that also recovers HP by 10% at the start of turn. She seems pretty good. Nothing amazing like in most settings, but on the team with Bojack, like his team, he basically will be probably a monster in terms of damage. Let me actually pull up the Thousa's passive in a second on my phone. I'm about to pull it up, but just have a look on the category, not the category, the link, the Hera clan. So this is basically just like Bojack's like clan, I guess, by the name, and I can't really remember the movie too well based about what they like do or whatever, but as you can see, there's not too much to this category. I really hope we get a new like event that maybe has a free-to-play Gokua, or like, what are these guys called? Bujin, and Beto, like SSRs or even like TURs possibly. I would help out a lot because this like link is like a very good link, but it's only accessible by very few that are actually runnable, because these Bojacks are basically all fodder. They need an easy A or something, and obviously the Int LR one is pretty good, especially because you'll have a really good linking partner in the new Bojack. And then there's obviously the new Zangya that's coming out. But besides that, this like I keep saying category, this link is very lacking. His new category does seem interesting, but I feel like it's just a similar thing to Terrifying Conquerors. So this Bojack definitely does share a ton of similarities with Cooler and Thousa, with Zangya and Bojack. I actually have the passive pulled up now for the Thousa Cooler Armored Squadron card, and that their passive is attack and defense is 30% per Terrifying Conquerors category ally on the team. Launches 2 additional attacks that have a rare chance of becoming a super attack if there's an ally whose name includes Cooler attacking. Wait, name's Cooler, whose name includes Cooler on the team. So this is a bit more specific because you need Bojack on the same turn, but it's basically the same thing, except she is a bit more restrictive in that manner of just having to have Bojack on the same rotation. But then she has the additional debuffing and gaining health effect. And this Thousa also lowers defense and attack, I believe, on his super as well. Let me just check. Yeah, so they basically took Cooler and Thousa and just made new ones of them because they're not very different. I wouldn't say that he's much better or worse than Cooler. I think he'll might hit and defend a little bit better, Bojack, but I think Cooler's still better because When I say hit, I don't mean like actual damage, I mean like attack stats, because Cool has guaranteed crits against Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans, but he'll have, I feel like, a higher base stat and just like stats when you're looking at him from like a non-Pure Saiyan like point of view. But so I think he's just a bit more offensive version, and he also raised attack infinitely on his super as well when he's transformed. So this guy is basically cooler. And he's the same typing as well. This is just really weird, but he definitely looks good. I would personally won't be summoning because on JP I don't play too much, and I'm going to be saving for 6th year. Obviously tune in and subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the content. We'll be talking more about Bojack upcoming in the future, and we'll be doing a breakdown on the new Legends cards and reaction, I guess, on the new UI Goku and Jiren, which are being officially revealed in terms of like gameplay and stuff tonight and their details, as well as some new events presumably. So if you guys want to see that, definitely tune in, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. Always helps the channel out a ton. See you guys in the next one. Peace.